Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to change your bags on your Prospector and replacing them with the ones from the mall. So we have about 32 SCU in the bags we've got on the Prospector currently, and we're going to switch them out to have 48 in the end. So this is how we do it. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you do like this video, don't forget to take that punch and tickle that like button. Don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe notification for more videos as we drop them. And check out the description for more links for the Discord and stuff like that. So let's get into this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the contracts manager, and we're going to have to pick up this claim here, the Argo Mall. So this is the only way we're going to get access to these bags, this Argo Mall one. Now, the thing with this is you have to be able to buy this contract, which is 20 grand. So the upgrade is going to cost you 20 grand, but with what we do at the end, you'll get to keep them bags anyway. But that being said, you won't have access to these salvage jobs when you first start. If you just look at the salvage jobs, you're going to have things like the core and maybe a Titan Avenger or whatever, something like that. You're not actually going to have these big jobs where you can pay the 20 grand for. So the caveat of all this is you're going to have to either have a salvage ship or be on salvage missions with friends and stuff like that are doing these salvage missions so that they push you up in those salvage ranking contracts. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to have access to this and not going to be able to do it. And this is the only way to do it. So like I said, that's the only way you're going to do it. So keep that in mind, that you're only going to be able to do this if you've got either a salvage ship yourself, so you can do these salvage contracts and work your way up to this point where you get them all, or you do it with friends. The only other option you've got is to do the in the wake of disaster salvage mission. Sometimes a mall will spawn with that, but that's going to cost you 150 grand for that mission. But that might be the only other way around getting it and picking up a mall that way. It doesn't always spawn a mall, but there is times where it does spawn a mall. So that might be the only other way, but then it's going to cost you 150 grand to try that at potluck. So that being said, like I said, that's going to be the only way you're going to get to do this, is either have a salvager or be on salvage missions and build up your salvage contracts until you can get to those ones where the mall appears. So what I'm doing here is I've just changed my mining layers and stuff because I've only just bought this Prospector. I had a rented one before. And also, this requires that you have the tractor beam, the dual tractor beam and the pyro multi-tool. So that's what I've just done there, is I picked that up just to make sure I've got there. Make sure you've got an helmet on, because I haven't got an helmet there at the moment currently. But I will put one on. So yeah, so I picked up this mission over at Arkhill 4 and I'm just arriving to it now. And this is what we're going to do now. This is how you do it. So if you do get to this point, because you've got a salvage ship, then this is the next stage of it. So I'm just finding where these bins are. So there's the bins. You see, I'm just trying to position myself to get myself in a better position for this.
Engines off.
And some of you might be screaming at me on the screen right now. I'm doing this as a voice recording afterwards. But some of you might be screaming at me at the moment that I haven't unlocked my ports to allow me to remove stuff. Another tip here as well is when you jump out of a ship like this and go into EVA, always give it a second until it starts moving a little bit before you start moving, because sometimes it can tangle you up, especially if you jump out with a tractor beam in your hand. It can tangle you up and you can then can't do anything. You get stuck, twisted up. So as you see there now, it's telling me it's max succeeded, and then I realised I needed to unlock my ports. That's what I'm going to do now. And it is right Alt and K to unlock your ports. So press right Alt and K and you get that ship ports unlocked. And that way then you can then take stuff off your ship. Sometimes you might come up to a salvage ship where the ports are locked and you have to go into the pilot seat and unlock them yourself. You can't do that with the core because when the landing gear is down on the core, it spins it round, or when the landing gear is up, maybe I can't remember which one it is. It's spun round and you can't get to the cockpit. So you see there, like, it twists me around and stuff. So I have to give it a second before I start trying to move because I don't want to end up getting locked in that position. So now they're green, I can start taking these out now. And this is the first time I've done this, so I'm trying to pull it away. What you have to do is actually pull it up or down. As you see there, now I'm pulling it up and down. So I'm going to orientate myself right and pull it down from there. There we are. Pull it down and just move them over. So while I'm doing this, I just want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Smith 123123 for the video idea, as well as Papa Fiasco 2 and George Mitchell 2288 for advice on doing this. So I thought I'd just give that shout out now. Sling them over there. Let's find this small. There it is. And let's just grab some of these. Pull it up. Bring it over. And then just basically orientate myself. And what I've got to do is drop it in from the top. So basically if you press and keep hold of R like this, and then you can use your mouse to, if you move your mouse to side, up and down, and your mouse wheel, it'll spin the actual thing you've got tracted. So you'll see that now. I'll press R and I'll move my mouse and that'll spin this round like that. And then I just got to put it there, wait for the green to show, and then just untake that. So that's that. I'm going to jump off to where this is done, and then we'll jump forward from there. So here we go, back in the ship. I've got the 4 things on. You can see there they're missing from the thing. Press my mining mode, and you can see down there at the bottom now the cargo, it now says 48. So we've got an additional 16 basically. I think like 1/3 or something more, or 1/2 more. So we've now got 150% what we currently had. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump over to the space station and show you how you get to keep these, so that when you reclaim your ship, if it blows up on that, you'll still have the 48 cargo. So let's do that. We'll jump over there now. So here we are in the lift. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the ship away so we can access it.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
Store that.
Please visit us again.
And then we'll go to the vehicle manager, press F1, vehicle loadout manager. And basically it's the same as the guns, where you do the thing with the guns. So what we're going to do is just pick something and unequip it. So I'll maybe take a gun or something, a vehicle weapon, and unequip that. Yeah, I'll take this bulldog, unequip that, and then save the changes and equip. And then I'll close that. I don't think you have to close it, but I'm going to do that anyway. And then go back to the loadout manager, the prospector, and back to the vehicle thing. Add that bulldog back on and save that. And what that does is it sets your vehicle in that state, so that when you reclaim that vehicle, it comes as the state you've just set it there. So with the bags on, and that's the same obviously like when you put, if you've got ships like on my salvage ship, I put a couple of guns and a tractor beam and stuff like that. I've already put there in that ship and stored it, and then every time I call that ship, they're there then for when I need them. And that's the same. So yeah, so that's how you upgrade your bags on your Prospector to the more ones, to have a 48 SCU, 150% capacity. And yeah, so we hope you like that video, guys. If you did like that video, don't forget to hit that point and tickle that like button for us. It really does help us out. Don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe notification for more videos as we drop them. And don't forget to check out that Discord link in the description. Also the membership if you want to help the channel out further. See you in the verse, guys.